watch TV.
You can watch TV.
And go ahead.
Like turning off the TV to get people out of here. It is Friday night. It's almost April. Cloudy, gray. I've basically been in these pajamas and sweatshirt all week. This is not good. It's not good for my mental health. And I just had a teeny tiny little personal pan pizza. Oh, you know what I was thinking about tonight? Shocking, I know that I think. I was thinking about 7 years ago today, I learned about what it was like to grieve autism. And it's interesting, I'm writing that book, chapter for our book right now, and it popped up in my news feed. And I think back and think, well, I don't know why I was so shocked. But really, before Amos or before autism, I didn't know people grieved things that weren't cancer. I think that was like my biggest takeaway, you know? And I tell you what, 7 years ago, we hauled up to New York, went to Columbia. Amos had been accepted to the Undiagnosed Disease Network. And so Duke has a clinic like that, and Columbia does. And so kind of like you can say, we've done all these things. We've looked for all these reasons why my child has delays. What are they? And so we got accepted, and we go up there, and they're like, well, you, how important is it to have you find a diagnosis? That was like one of the questions they asked. And I was like, that's an interesting question, you know? And I said, it's really important. We had done some genetic testing already, a microarray, maybe when he was like 4 months old. And so if you rewind, when my son Amos was born, he had a sacral dimple, hypospadias, low set ears, like a few things that we were like, is that something? Is it not something? And when he was about 10 days old, I got nervous because he seemed very different than my other children. And the whole reason about it is that he wasn't smiling. And I was used to people that, Blair basically like talked at 10 days old. But anyway, he wasn't smiling. And went on about our business. And when he was 4 months old, took him to a developmental pediatrician when we were in Miami. And he was like, yeah, I think you have some concerns. Let's do some, different testing, genetic testing. And we did, and nothing came up. But if you don't know this is important. Genetic testing every 3 years basically gets... Did you hear that? I mean, what in the hell? Blair has a bunch of girls here, and it literally sounds like the pool table just like fell through the ceiling. Oh my gosh. Genetic testing every 3 years. You heard something. Welcome to my life. And I mean, my husband and oldest son are down there watching basketball like it's a career choice job for them. And do you know what they said? So the other day, one of the children got in trouble, and I told them not to leave this house, and then I was going to get a haircut. And I came back. Said child is not in the house. And I'm like, well, where is the person? Well, Daddy said they could leave. And then I said, well, you know better than to ask Daddy. You can't ask Daddy about things like that. I already set the rule. Why would you ask him? So anyway, genetic testing every 3 years is totally different. So people sometimes will tell me, like, I did genetic testing 3 years ago. And I'm like, well, it's done. So we had whole exome sequencing. We have never had whole genome sequencing. And did it, nothing really came out. Why do you redo the genetic testing every year? Well, you don't have to if you've done whole genome or whole exome sequencing. But microarray testing, I think, changes so much. So really what you want to do is be enrolled in a research study where they're keeping your data. So we did the research, we did the testing, and then we waited. They didn't find anything. They thought they had found something, but then my mom's brothers all got tested, and the one variance that they thought maybe was responsible for Amos's developmental issues was not, because my mom's one brother had the same thing. So then what are you doing? What was that thing that fell?
What?
That loud noise.
Just then?
Yeah.
I forgot we didn't have those silence closing hinges.
Oh, you slammed a door?
No, I didn't slam it. I just let it slam.
Downstairs?
No, this was in the kitchen.
Oh no, this sounded like the trampoline like flew over the house.
No, I didn't hear that.
But anyway, so then, let me skip back. I said to the child, why did you ask Daddy and you were allowed to leave? And she said, well, he said that he was the man of the house. What? I said, well, I'll deal with him later. But right now we're talking about you. Man of the house, my foot. I went down there. I said, I tell you what, if you're man of the house, then get off your arse and go take the recycling out to the curb. Man of the house, my foot. My golly. Anyway, that's an aside. How did we find a research study? So when you make an appointment with a geneticist, they will tell you about research studies. And a few years later, we got a call and they said, actually, there's now a guy in Canada that has found what he thinks Amos might be responsible for some of Amos's issues. And there's a few more kids like him. There's like a little girl in Russia, maybe one other one in the United States. And we're supposed to go and get the blood test. You have to have the blood test done again, which I would sooner pull my teeth out one by one with rusty pliers and take Amos to get blood taken. So we hadn't done it yet. That was like 2 years ago. Amos had his very first nightmare last night that he was able to tell me about. And for some reason, he's decided it's not safe for him to be in here. So I'm in the playroom. And who is that? And we're going to go night-night tonight. Why did my mom's brother get a genetic test? So he didn't, Lisa.
I don't think I'm gonna go night-night.
You don't think you're going night-night?
No.
Well, you are. Remember, you and Mommy are going to go up there together.
We cannot go up there together.
Why?
Because it's too scary.
It's not too scary.
Don't say it's not too scary.
But there's no nightmare now.
No, I said no.
Oh, I hear your TV.
Okay. No bedtime.
All right, we're not going yet. They,
No bedtime. We can just
part of the
sit
study.
down and watch TV until they start violence.
Sit down and watch TV until when?
They start violence.
Honey, if we stayed up all night, we would be very tired.
No.
Yeah, we would be too tired. Yeah. Too tired. Sunrises. Yeah, he has not had his medicine in a few days because his stomach was upset, and then
Turn on the TV.
when you hadn't had your medicine, then your anxiety skyrockets. These are all the things that most of you don't even know. I was watching Fraggle Rock. Oh, yeah, you don't want to be too tired to go on the trip, do you? Don't you want to go on the trip? Yeah, we got to be asleep.
No. No, we
Okay, well, let's not talk about it right now.
Do not sleep until the sun rises.
Okay, so Holly, if you did whole exome sequencing, they tend to put your data somewhere if it's part of a research study, which is how we did it.
Until the sun rises.
All right. Okay. So we didn't have to argue with insurance over getting genetic testing. But basically every 3 years, it sort of shows back up again. Why are you showing 7 years ago? What are you talking about? What do you mean, why am I showing 7 years ago? I guess people think this is a video from 7 years ago. People have a real problem with showing old videos. Am I showing 7 years ago? I'm talking about 7 years ago because it's important. A lot has happened since then. You look exhausted. Well, I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. I had IVIG, and why my title says 7 years ago? Because I'm talking about 7 years ago. We've only done microarray. Because we're talking about 7 years ago today, we got an autism diagnosis. I feel like I'm dying a slow death on the internet. I mean, I just can't take it. Showing your life. No. And everybody feels they need to help me all the time. Helpy, 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 schnelpy. Which is probably true, but if you want to help me, get your butt over here and clean up my closet. The title of the video is 7 years ago. I know. Oh my gosh. I'm going to start plucking my teeth out. Yes, Jennifer, I know about this song. So he had a nightmare last night about going on a bear hunt. And he said he saw 2 eyes and he was terrified. He woke us up in the night. He said, turn off your phone. It's on your TV. I think because he was a little bit dehydrated. He's been sick. I don't know. What a part of your tacos did you cook in the air fryer? The shells. And only do them for like 2 minutes. Oh, Gatorade Imodium ice chips. I've got it. I went to college. I know what to give him because he's sick. It's amazing. I have 3 children and they've made it to teenagehood and they've been sick too. Tomorrow's Good Friday, and I have to go pick up a child from the airport. And then tomorrow night is the big day. NC State plays. Go back. Well, y'all totally made me lose my chain of concentration. My train. Anyway, it was 7 years ago. And if you are new to this journey, or you're wondering about this journey, or you think, I would just say that it has gotten easier. And I think I've realized that autism kind of is the part that makes Amos interesting. And now anxiety and ADHD are really tough. But I shouldn't have been so sad over the autism, because the autism isn't the really hard part. You know, it just makes him interesting. Going to church tomorrow. You know, I don't know if we have church on Good Friday. I guess we do. But there was a Maundy Thursday service. Are you Catholic? No, we're Episcopalian. We are going to go to the Easter service on Sunday. We're going to attempt to. Carolina plays tonight at 9:30. Yes, and you know who will not be watching it? Moi, because I will be asleep with Amos in the bed. But anyway, I had a friend that reached out, and they had a grandchild diagnosed with autism in the last couple of days, and I was like trying to think of like, what do you tell somebody, you know? Like I said, I would. Anyway, I have to start that whole video either. Is Thomas over mono? No, mono takes a few weeks to get over. So he is definitely better, but yes, he has mono, and he is not getting much done. Superpower. You know, I don't love the term superpower. I don't mean that about you or anything, but I'm not into that whole superpower, like, business. I don't know. It just seems a little bit like, I don't know. Yes, what? Hey. Why are you saying no? You're sleepy.
You're sleeping downstairs. I'm sleeping downstairs.
Where are you going to sit? Downstairs?
Yes.
On my couch?
Yes.
No.
Don't say no. Don't say no. Don't say no. Yes, yes, yes.
Once you have mono, you will always test positive for it. That's true. Okay. Please don't yell at me. Oh, there's liquid in here. This honestly with Amos, yes. She does. Every night. She starts in his bed, and then she ends up in our bed, which is good. Don't you, somebody admit that light is so bright. It's like Jesus is coming down to get me. Why not let him sleep on the couch? Oh, I don't know. Because he wouldn't sleep, and there's like 498,000 teenagers in this house. And the fact that I want him in his bed. Somebody mailed me 4 of these. Sarah's Candy Factory. Milk Choco Melting Delight with marshmallows. Who sent me these? They do look quite good. You like my hair color? Oh, that's nice. It's kind of dark, but it'll get light. Shoot. I'm trying to get this I mean, the children are so loud. I'm glad they're downstairs. Not near me. Have you seen the Michelle Morrow Dollar Tree video? No? Okay, why did we get... 1, that's not a thin crust pizza. And 2, why did I get a pizza when they only ate 1 piece? They ate this pizza. Oh, yeah? They ate that pizza. That's so strange, isn't it? Pizza. Honor, if you think I'm going to give you pizza, you have lost your mind. When Amos was diagnosed, did they say what level of autism he has? You know, I don't know. I honestly can't remember. I wrote a post that they said 9, level 9. Is that bad? Somehow I think that's not good. It seems like 9 is near a 10, so it either would be like nothing or terrible. Right? Little Thomas is feeling better. He's definitely feeling better. I can tell. Okay, I'm going to work on getting this person, but I'm going to come up with like a 10 list. There are 3 levels of autism. Oh, well then I don't know. He was 3. Okay, let's turn off the TV, Muffin.
No, we're not going to bed.
Do you want to go on the airplane on Monday?
Yeah.
Then we have to go to sleep.
Okay. How many sleeps do we know kids can?
How many?
0.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No more sleeps. No sleeping upstairs.
If we want to go to Key Biscayne, we have to be rested.
Okay.
I love this. You said level 2. No, I didn't say level 2. No, because I definitely did not know that. Mm-mm. Yeah. I see.
I'm not sleeping in morning, man.
Okay, where's your blankie? Do you know?
It's not there.
Okay. Let's get you some clean pants.
I can't. No, it's there.
Okay. It's not scary though, because you're going out with Mommy and Honor. So come on, Honor.
I'm the one who's go bed.
Okay. All right. Let's just.
I have not finished my shower.
Okay, we'll go take a quick shower.
Oh, night night.
Okay.